So, Shannon, we heard that you decided to try the O shot this season.
Yes.
I just want to talk to you about what we're doing with the O shot. What it's going to do is going to heighten orgasms to really give you some oomph.
Oh my God.
There we go.
Oh my God.
That's it. Let's just wipe you up.
Now I need to have sex.
Does it hurt to get it?
Yes, there's a needle in your vagina.
Oh.
A bunch of little shots in the vagina. Who wants that?
I don't.
Was the O shot worth it?
Okay, well, the O shot apparently wears off 6 months after you had it done, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
I mean, I don't get it.
You didn't test drive the O shot?
No.
So that was all for nothing.
Well, I thought it was an interesting concept, and I was willing to try it.
Ouch.
But I don't know if I necessarily need the shot.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, you just need the right boyfriend.
Gina, let's talk about your blind date.
Oh, great. Okay.
He calls to cancel over a broken toe. Were you really disappointed? I know you got a spray tan and everything for it.
That's gonna go down forever.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal to me.
You stood me up, man. For a toe?
My first thought was like a
Pussy?
yeah. Did you break your vagina?
I broke a freaking foot in half and still sat in the jacuzzi and had shots.
Yes, exactly.
I might have hurt my foot.
You literally give birth, you have a human come through your vagina, and they send you home and they're like, now care for this human. But you break a toe and you can't
go
get
on
in
a
an
date.
Uber? Like, it's insane to me. So I don't really accept that
But
excuse.
wasn't there more to it, though?
Well, yeah. This is where I get into this weird territory with Emily because I don't know if I can trust him, you know, and I like to give my friend the benefit of the doubt. But she's like, Emily and Shane told me it was gonna be a fake date.
Is he just trying to get like TV time?
Yeah, like I don't even understand
But
why
don't you think that
would be
was
okay.
the case, which we don't do that on this
Yeah.
show?
And I'm having a, obviously it's things, I took a
year.
hit. I had a heavy hit. Yeah, it was
It's a year.
thing. Yeah, it was.
And then you're going on your first date you've
Like,
gone
forever.
on?
Yeah, and I'm gonna go on my first date and I'm excited
Try to feel better about
it.
yourself?
Yeah. I just wanna have a fun night,
Yeah.
you know, with the handsome guy who's funny and I know it's not gonna be awkward, you know? But then it's like when you get your heart broken again like that, like it's just like you said it. The way you described it was actually really spot on. Yes, I was
Now
like,
bleed
that's
to death,
exactly what it
bitch.
is. That
Betrayal.
yes, when that is worse than what had come before it, that's when you're having like a bad time. you
When
know?
that
And
was
so, like,
worse than them going to jail.
that was worse. It was worse. Like I would have done better on eHarmony at this point. They check more boxes than that.
Farmers.com.
Anything.
Well, in the
J-Date,
future-
anything. I'm not even Jewish. I'll go on J-Date. I'll do better than that.
Well, you can't because you're not Jewish.
Well, whatever. I feel like that would be more success story for me.
Probably.
So JR tried to get you to repair things with your mom.
It's almost 2 years since you talked to Mom.
It just hurts, you know?
We got to get everybody together again and just, before it gets too late, we don't want to have any regrets.
He didn't want me to have anything on my conscience if anything did happen to my mom, because if she could die tomorrow, because she had a chronic injury. She could have had a stroke and died. And, you know, he's like, you don't want to have that on your conscience. And I'm like, you know, you're 100% right. I don't.
Right. And how long had it been since you talked to her at this point?
It was almost 2 years.
Wow.
And I've never gone like 2 days without talking to my mom, ever. Ever.
So for these 2 years, Jolie had little contact with your
Yeah,
mom.
not at all. My mom would never ever reached out to her. Never sent her a birthday card, never sent her anything. Like in the past. She was with her all the time. Like she raised her.
How did Jolie?
Julie knew exactly what was going on.
Okay.
And I think she's mad at my mom, you know, because she didn't talk to her. She never called her. She didn't want to make an effort to see her. She didn't send her birthday cards for 2 years, you know.
And you made some comment relating that to Jolie, like the horror of not being in touch with your daughter.
I don't think I could ever like say no, I don't want to talk to you. I mean, I would be like knocking on her door,
Well, you're a great
begging
mom.
her to. No, I would.
What does that do to you in terms of motivating you to reconnect with your mom?
Well, I was very close to my mom's mom. She was like my second mom. I would say like, she was actually my first mom, because I was probably closer to my grandmother than I was with my own mom, because I miss her all the time. Like, I dream about her. She was just a freaking awesome person, you know? She raised 6 kids, they all college educated. She was a hustler, a worker. She was she was a saint.
Yeah. What do you think?
And she was so good to me, you know? She would
So your
buy
mom's mom? Your
she
mom's
would
mom?
buy me whatever I wanted. I was her favorite. And she had a lot of grandkids. And, you know, she just always gave me the best advice. And she was just an amazing woman. And I just, you know, I wish that my daughter would have like that with my mom. But my grandma was a doer, you know? Like, my grandma liked to cook. My mom doesn't like to cook. My mom doesn't like to do anything. So it's like I have a hard time relating to my mom than, you know, it's closer to my grandma, I think.
Right.
But my mom isn't my grandma. So I don't think Jolie would ever even have that relationship with my mom like that.
So, Gina, it seems Matt was trying to get you back this season, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like for you at that point with Matt starting to exhibit interest once again?
Yeah, I mean, it was weird. It's a double-edged sword because on one hand, now maybe we can have my family back, like repair this whole thing, but it's also like, okay, I literally, for the first time, like made a very big movement to move on, and it was like, okay, do I want to go backwards?
I warned you.
I know.
I feel like Matt does what Matt wants to do. He lives in an apartment, he has an affair, and then I think he's able to kind of finagle his way back and say, oh, okay, we'll make it work, we'll make it work. So it doesn't surprise me that when he sees Gina moving on, dating other people, getting her own house, and he's like, whoa, you know, I need to like pull her back in.
I agree.
And it's not easy to just walk away from a marriage and to, you know, just be done with it. I feel like you should always put your marriage first and you should put your children first. And I have 3 small children, and I know at the end of the day, I make decisions based on what would make them happy and what's good for them, not just me.
I think at this point I had realized a lot about, and I've gone through therapy, and I've realized you have your kids and your family.
Single mom. And all
Yes,
those
it's just,
things,
it's very complicated.
It's easier to be with your partner than apart when you're
in
raising
a lot
kids.
of ways.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about the Love Shack.
Wait, did you do all this? No, so my friend is a designer. She knew exactly what I wanted. I gave her an idea.
I was actually even thinking of maybe we bring in a swing.
And Sean's office is literally 2 minutes from here.
I mean, you don't see these type of apartments in Orange County very often.
We had a separate house in Miami, a condo in Midtown. We lived on the beach. So after I weaned the baby, we did this again. It's right near Sean's office. And it's just very romantic, and there's no kids allowed. It's just fun.
I mean, I can't imagine with 7 kids, you need that.
Yes.
It's kind of a very cool concept.
So do you use it as an office too, or is it just for the romantic thing? Or
My office is there.
Yeah.
But mainly it's just for the 2 of us because I don't work that much. And it was so nice because we got to date each other. We joked that it was having an affair with each other. So whatever.
Okay, so no threesomes there. Yes?
This would be a new girl because the other ones are across the country.
Whatever happens in the Love Shack stays at the Love Shack.
Very racy.
It's a fun place to have.
Thanks for watching. To subscribe, click here. To watch more videos, click here.